Hi there. Welcome to Healing After Loss. My name is ML, and as always, I will be reading from this book, Healing After Loss, Daily Meditations for Working Through Grief by Martha Whitmore Hickman. Today is 22 April 2026, and if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. I hope you get something beneficial out of this. If you've been here a few times and you actually do get benefit from this, please do all the YouTube things like follow, share, subscribe, comment so that I can have a conversation with you. And if you'd like to get your own copy of this book, then there should be a clickable link below where you can get your own copy for not too much money. Let's begin. April 22. Joy comes from simple and natural things. Mists over meadows. Sunlight on leaves, the path of the moon over water. Even rain and wind and stormy clouds bring joy, just as knowing animals and flowers and where they live. Sigurd F. Olsen. Let us for a few moments lay aside our grieving and notice, as though nothing else exists. Let me reread that. Let us for a few moments lay aside our grieving and notice, as though nothing else existed, the world around us. Of course, it's better to do this if you can be in a lovely place, but there are always simple things around us that could gladden our hearts if we would let them. Children rejoice in sunshine and rain, in puddles to walk through, in the way light reflects off a fragment of colored glass, in the way grass shoots up through cracks in the sidewalk. For children, the immediate world is what calls to them, brings them joy or sadness. We carry our sadness with us for a long time, but let's not allow it to call all the shots. Let's give ourselves a break by taking note of the springtime. The way trees, flowers, and bushes seem to erupt overnight, and the days lengthen, the air grows soft, the birds come back, the rabbits reappear on the lawn. To allow myself to revel in simple joys will ease me into new hope, new courage for my life. Okay, I do have a few things to say about this passage. Not necessarily about how it pertains to my own personal grief, but obviously we're speaking to people in the northern hemisphere when we're talking about springtime in April. But it mentions rabbits reappearing on the lawn. We don't have any rabbits. We don't have a lawn per se, but we have lots of squirrels and lots of puppies in the neighborhood. And I've made friends with both the squirrels and the puppies. It's nice. It's fun. So when I go take my daily walks, I will walk in a route that will give me access to as many of the wildlife as I might possibly encounter or cross paths with. When the weather is cold and dreary, I might drive myself to a mall or something so that I can walk a distance, but in an enclosed space. Costco is great for just walking in closed spaces, but we're talking about walking in nature. We're talking about being in nature. We're talking about noticing nature, the change of seasons, whether it's too cool to not need a jacket, whether it's too warm to need one. What shoes are we wearing? Are we wearing a hat, sunglasses, those kinds of things? The things that we're wearing affect our noticing of the world around us, the nature around us. But definitely the last week or two, we've had a few changes of weather. And I like to say that I'm allergic to the change of weather. Barometric pressure changes really affect my sinuses. I end up with a coughing fit for about 3 days whenever it changes from warm to cool, or vice versa, wet to dry, or vice versa. But lately, it's really nice to notice the world around me. Nature is it's so lovely to see grass growing where previously it wasn't, or leaves or blossoms, blooms, and animals, and all of that. It's a good way. It's a good way to get out of your own head. And if you can get out of your own head, you can get out of your grief, at least momentarily. So, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Let me read the passage, the meditation one last time. To allow myself to revel in simple joys will ease me into new hope, new courage for my life. So, I hope that helps. Do what you can to ease yourself into new courage, new life. And again, if you'd like a copy of this book, I found it to be so helpful when I'm deep, deep into my grief. Go ahead and get yourself a copy through the link. But I'll be back next week. And until then, please take care of yourself and go with grace.